What Witness Nation? I'm excited to share that I'm now a brand ambassador for Seek Jesus' brand. Yes, a name I live by and a brand I couldn't be more honored to represent. Their mission is to spread the gospel of Christ throughout the world while supporting those on the mission field. Their brand strives to provide high-quality Christian apparel for believers and followers of Christ. Let your clothing start a conversation. Now, a portion of all sales are donated towards several mission fields dedicated to serve and spread the gospel around the world. So cop your own Jesus Reppin' essentials by visiting the site seekjesus.co and use my promo code WhitneyDTV at checkout, of course, or just visit the link in the description box down below where my code is already placed automatically for you upon checkout, and let them know that Whitney D of Whitney DTV sent you and you are a Jesus seeker. Bye.
SOULLESS Creations, your one-stop shop when it comes to customization. Totes, tees, tumblers, hats, and more. Looking for a customized gift idea for a graduation, birthday party, baby shower, or just a unique creation of your own? Check out SOULLESS Creations as seen here on Whitney DTV. Female, black owned. Use my promo in the description box down below and let her know Whitney D of Whitney DTV sent you. Thank you. Bye. Ooh, somebody has been embracing their Pangea. Embrace Pangea? You don't know about that? Child, these products are all created to bring you back to balance through nature's gifts. Now, they have a wide range of products that deal with the various aspects of daily life, such as deodorants, juices, clothing, vagina detoxes, and body scrubs. Whichever product that you decide to embrace, you can rest assured that it was created and crafted with the love for the betterment of self. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds amazing. And it smells amazing, okay? So embrace your Pangea. Visit the description box down below and you can click on the link where my discount is automatically applied, okay? Now embrace your Pangea and let them know that Whitney D of Whitney DTV sent you. Bye. So, as seen here on Whitney DTV, your girl likes to stay as fashionable as I can. Even if I'm not going anywhere but on my set. Set life can be a bore if you don't add some flares. Okay, now mines are inspired by Fashion Nova. Yeah, that's right. From women, kids, curves, and men apparel. You get more bang for your buck, and your child likes to be a baller on a budget. Okay, not for nothing, you guys. Use my link down below so you can make your fashion Nova. FashionNova.com. Check it out. Link in the description box down below. OMG. I love Sprizzy. Wait, what? You don't know about Sprizzy? Child. They pride themselves on being the original marketing platform made specifically for YouTube content creators. Their mission is simple: to help the YouTubers grow their channels safely and effectively by exposing their videos to new potential fans. Like a matchmaking service, Sprizzy crafts highly effective YouTube ads campaigns that target YouTubers searching for content just like yours. Best of all, this all takes place on YouTube's very own ad platform, Google Ads, ensuring those new subscribers to your channel are real, lifelong fans. Now, whether you are looking to get the word out about one of your videos or you're looking to gain new subscribers to your channel, Sprizzy can help you along the way. The best thing, all views are from 100% real people. They promise to never use bots, click farms, or pay people to watch your videos. All growth is organic and real with no risk to your channel. All views are 100% verifiable through your YouTube Creator Studio analyst. So what are you waiting on? If you are a new content creator or you just want to get a little more push out there and get your content seen, try Sprizzy. Look at my description box for a link and have fun. See you soon. Bye. What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation. And let's get into this, shall we? Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be.
I'm Whitney.
What up, everybody? Welcome to Whitney D TV. It's just better here. Make sure you place your city and or state in the chat so I can see where you're tuning in from, okay? And make sure that you keep it cute or you will get the boot, okay? Yes, this is the home of keep it cute or get the boot. Now, that means you do not have to agree with everything that I'm stating, but make sure that you keep it respectful, okay? If not, my Katie mod will make sure you do so, okay? Now, let me tell you a little bit about Katie, all right? If she's in here, what up, Katie? Not for nothing. She will place eye emojis in the chat to let you know that I see what you're saying and what you're doing, okay? That's warning number 1. 2, she will place these little water pistols in there to let you know, I'm finna get you, okay? She'll then proceed to place you on time out, and if you continue, you will get the boot, okay? Now, I don't want that, so keep it cute or get the boot, all right? Not for nothing, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and make sure that you like this video or dislike it. Either way, I'm grateful. Now, if you got information or you got a laugh, make sure you share this video. Sharing is caring. Now, if you would like to join the channel, you can do so by clicking the link in the description box, or look up top in the pinned location and you will see the link there as well. You can support me on a month-to-month basis by doing so, okay? And it's highly appreciated. Now, if you would like to support me right now, you can do so by sending me a super chat or a cash app. If nothing more, thank you. And let's get into the show. All right, hello, you guys, and welcome back, okay? Good evening, okay? I miss you guys so very much, so I made sure that I came live to you guys, okay? So before we get into everything, I got to do my PSA as normal because we're reading tonight, so you know what that means.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high.
Nope, this ain't it. You are tuned into a realistic, unprofessional perspective reading of this book. So that means stumbles, fumbles, and sometimes an occasional mispronunciation of words. So if you are looking for the audible of this book, go buy it yourself, or feel free to mute me and read on your own. Otherwise, sit back and be grateful. You are tuned into a live reading with Whitney D. All right, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into everything. Okay, so let me get in this chat. Hold on, let me adjust this camera, y'all. This show, y'all gotta, I want y'all to see me. Okay. Yes, there we go. Much better. You know what? Let me get on some light. Y'all know I will adjust my set right here and there. Get some light up in here. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Darkness. There we go. Much better. Okay. All right. Now it can't be gloom and doom over here. All right. We too highly favored. Okay. Hey, everybody. Okay. Let me do this now. Hold on, y'all. There we go. Hey, everybody. Hey. Okay. Let me go ahead and get in this chat and say hello to you guys. I miss y'all so much. Now, if I pause, it's because I see I'm jumpy and sketchy and stuff. So, all right. Hey, Katie. Pew. Hey, Kwana. Good evening. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Sabrina. Miss you. Hey, good evening. You guys, take out the time to please share this video, okay? Sharing is caring. Please do so, okay? Now, I want to go ahead and give my shout out to another Shazazz creation. All right, tonight I have the wonderful Mariah Carey. Y'all know the holiday season doesn't start without her. With this being the last day of November and us entering into the holidays of Christmas, I said, okay, it wouldn't be right if I didn't drop this on you guys, okay? Because she is about to crescent the holidays, okay? So yes, shouts out to Shazazz Creation. This is a custom bleach tee, all right? And on last night or yesterday, I wore this one. And this one came from, Friday After Next. Okay, now if you got just, hey, y'all hear my husband in the background, y'all know he be playing his game. So, just focus on me. Not for nothing. This is a tee, okay, and they're customly designed. I mean, she literally does the bleaching and everything herself. So, shouts out to Shazazz Creations. If you go into my description box, you will find a link where you have a code and you can get a discount on these tees, okay? And I think she's still running her Black Friday deal. Don't get me lying. Go to the site and figure everything out. Support Black, okay? Buy Black, okay? And then also, shouts out to Shay Michelle Cosmetics. I am in the process of getting all the details, but I can actually say now, I am again an official brand ambassador of Shay. Now, Shay Michelle Cosmetics, because I was a brand ambassador and brand affiliate for Lips and Lashes by Shay Michelle Cosmetics. But you guys know that she's changed her brand, and I'm going to be one of the faces of it. So I am absolutely excited about that. But not for nothing, I'm here to present these colors for my lippies that I've been presenting to you guys this week. This particular is, again, an ombre or a mixture. I lined my lip because I was looking for a darker blue. I didn't want it to be as vibrant because this shirt, although it looks like it now on set with all the lights, isn't that vibrant. It's like a darker shade than this Bahamas. This is Bahamas with Shay Michelle Cosmetics. And then I have chocolate, of course, as the lining. And then Bahamas. So check out Michelle Shay Michelle Cosmetics, and then the lashes as well. Okay. All right. So that's that on that. And I got all of that out of the way. So without further ado, tonight's going to probably be a little lengthy. We have 22 pages that we have to read. Okay. Oh, guess what, you guys? You guys have been asking me for the longest. Okay. We officially have a P.O. box. Yes. Hold on. Thank you. Yes, your girl's on her grown woman today, and I got some stuff done. Okay, today was busy for me. Okay, busy. I didn't even get to finish doing the Christmas decor. I was out getting this freaking P.O. box because y'all keep hounding me. You need a P.O. box. You need a P.O. box. You need a P.O. box. And my husband, you need a P.O. box. And I'm just like, yes, sir. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So we have a P.O. box. So if you would like to send me any of your merchandise that you would like for me to feature here on Whitney DTV, if you want to send gifts, if you just want to send me a letter, send it to my P.O. box and I will get it. Okay. So I'm excited to say that you also can find this address on our about page. So if I'm gonna continue to show it. But if you ever like, what is her P.O. box? You can ask, or you can go to the about page and it's listed on the about page as well. Okay. So I'm excited about this because I get a lot of products sent to me and things of that nature. And I just want to be safe, not to say you guys are Looney Tunes, but, I'm just playing. But yeah, so we have a P.O. box. I wanted to go ahead and put that out there to you guys. So anything you'd like to send me, send it to my P.O. box. Okay. And attention it to Whitney DTV. All right. Okay. Last but not least, we have been reading. Okay. We have been on this journey of trying to finish this particular book. However, I mean, it's not no shade, no tea or whatever to it. We've been reading the SOULLESS, the case against R.Kelly by Jim, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. We are well over half of the pages. Okay, my husband just pointed that out. Like, how far are we in this thing? It's 304 pages. And we're starting tonight on page 169. By the time that we end this stream, we will be on chapter 11, which starts on page 192. So we will be ending tonight at 191 with a grand total of 22 pages. I'm letting you guys know in advance, once we hit 11 pages, we will take a break. I will need to refresh, get something to drink, because that's going to be a lot of reading. And so I'm just letting you guys know in advance. You can get your snacks and things to that nature. I will let you guys know like when that break is approaching. Okay, I know the page and everything. Okay. All right. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get into the little short reading that I give you guys, just to give you guys knowledge about the book. And then we're going to go ahead and get into this reading. I'm not going to hold you guys any longer because, like I said, this is going to be 22 lengthy pages. And y'all know he breaks down and says stuff like Zaboomafoo and supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and stuff like that. He be talking like that in his book. And your girl be stumbling, fumbling. So, you know, this may take a little longer than it need to. But your girl is going to do her utmost best. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into this reading of this insert, okay? All right. In November 2000, Chicago journalist and music critic Jim Derogatis, or whatever his name is, received an anonymous fax that alleged R.Kelly had a problem with young girls. Weeks later, Jim broke the shocking story, publishing allegations that the R&B superstar and local hero had groomed girls, sexually abused them, and paid them off. Jim thought his work would have an impact. Instead, Kelly's career flourished. No one seemed to care. Not the music industry, not the culture at large, not the parents of numerous other young girls. But for more than 18 years, Jim stayed on the story. He was the one who was given the disturbing videotape that led to Kelly's 2008 child pornography trial, the one whose window was shot out, and the one whom women trusted to tell their stories of a meeting with the superstar at a classroom, a mall, a concert, or at McDonald's. That forever warped the course of their lives. Soulless. The case against R.Kelly is Jim's masterpiece, a work of tenacious journalism and powerful culture criticism. It tells the story of Kelly's career, Jim investigations, and the world in which the two crossed paths, and brings the story up to the moment when things finally seem to have changed. Decades in the making. This is an outrageously darkly rivering account of the life and actions of R. Kelly and their horrible impact on dozens of girls by the only person to tell it. All right, we're going to get into Soulless, the case against R. Smelly. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. I hope you guys have your snack pack wraps ready, because your girl is about to read this book for you guys. I'm super excited because now we're about to get into the case, you guys. We're actually about to get into the case. So I'm excited. Okay, boom. Let me close that. Okay. All right. Bam. So y'all should see that. I'm going to put myself down here. Boom. So you guys can have the full screen, just in case, if you know, I'll be reading crazy or whatever, and y'all want to read it yourselves. Okay. I'm going to place the watermark on there, but without prior shouting out to the R. Kelly case open discussion group. This is actually where I received this particular book. Okay. So shouts out to them. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're at chapter 10. Okay. The state of Illinois versus Robert Sylvester Kelly. With R. Kelly's defense team having exhausted their delaying tactics after 6 years, and with Judge Benson Gaughan often siding with them in sealing rulings, limiting the evidence and testimony. Hold on, you know what? Wait a minute. Let me figure this out real quick. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Let me see something real quick. Okay. I just had to indicate where I need to okay. All right, my bad. Often siding with them in sealed rulings, limiting the evidence and testimony he would allow in the trial, so as not to prejudice the jury. Which, if y'all remember, we read about this with the last reading. He was starstruck when it came to the likes of R.Kelly. And that's why it was kind of interesting to me to read about everything, because this fool was starstruck. Okay. So he wasn't, to me, really ruling well. You know, he was starstruck, you know, and they said that he had a history of taking and indulging in these cases when it comes to these celebrities. Hey, Travis. Hey, okay, yeah, I think I say hey to everybody. The state of Illinois versus Robert Sylvester Kelly finally was set to begin in the spring of 2008. Now, it would take place at 26 and Cal on the 5th floor of the Cook County Criminal Court building, one of the greatest, most storied structures in Chicago. A city lousy with such places, constructed of limestone, trucked in from Indiana. The 7-story tower opened a few miles south of the Loop in 1929, weeks after the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Built at the then staggering cost of $7.5 million, it sat on a strip of land that not coincidentally happened to be owned by the family of Atten Cermak, a Samak, you see, a Kermot, leader of the Cook County Democratic Party and a future mayor of Chicago. The county courts had outgrown their previous home in the Loop, and the new courts building boarding the west side neighborhood of Little Village, rapidly becoming one of the city's most vibrant Latinx communities, or Latinx communities. Quickly became one of the busiest judicial centers in the United States. Judges in the tower's 31 courtrooms decided 22,000 cases a year, from street corner busts for possessions of weed to multiple murders like the Brown's Chicken Massacre. Al Capone made numerous appearances there, and his sneering picture hangs in one of the marble hallways between two solid brass light fixtures. John Wayne Gacy also strolled the corridors in chains, but court clerks preferred not to think about his trial for the brutal sexual assault, torture, and murder of at least 33 teenage boys and young men in the 70s. They were more likely to mention rubbing elbows with Harrison Ford during the filming of The Fugitive in 1993. Designed to impress upper visitors, the awesome power of the law, Greek and Roman flourishes abound. The building boasts 8 huge columns on its front facade, and its top floor windows are framed by statues of classical figures symbolizing law, justice, liberty, truth, might, love, wisdom, and peace. Judges preside from throne-like benches that look down on courtrooms filled with dark rosewood paneling, but the building isn't always as regal as it appears at first glance. Stifling in the summer is freezing during the winter. Scuffing mice, scurrying mice sometimes distract lawyers as they address the court, and jurors have been known to shriek when a huge cockroach drops from the ceiling. God dog. In the weeks, and if that's the courtroom, can y'all imagine the jail cells? Eek! Disgusting. In the weeks before jury selection began in the Kelly trial, Judge Gaughan demanded that the county paint courtroom 500 and spiff up the hallway leading from the elevator just for this Chester molester. He said he wanted the facility to look its best for the world's press. At the urging, a maintenance crew also reopened and repaired an unused handicap ramp on the ground floor, and he devoted that entrance exclusively to Kelly and his entourage. The judge anticipated throngs of fans and protesters filling the street, and he didn't want them to harass Kelly. Not even Oprah Winfrey who sat on a jury in a murder trial here 2 years ago, got her own entrance. Stefano Esposito wrote in Sun Times, a crowd of about 100 people came on the trial's opening and closing days, but most times only about a dozen diehard Kelly fans and 2 Black activists stood on the sidewalk at 26 and Cal. Naji Ali, executive director of Los Angeles-based Project Islamic Hope, carried a sign proclaiming R.Kelly world's greatest pedophile, but he failed to attract other protesters. This has been the loneliest fight I have ever been in, he told KCT Atario of the tribe. For the first few years of pre-trial hearings, Kelly's spiritual advisor, the Reverend James Meeks, had brought a yellow school bus full of kids. This nigga. From the Rainbow Push Coalition wearing "Free R. Kelly, you scumbag." I wonder how you feel now. Free R. Kelly t-shirts. By the start of testimony, they stopped coming. Some fans paid a price for supporting the singer. On the first day of the trial, Gaughan threw Kelly's spokesman, Alan Mayer, out of the courtroom and threatened to jail him for contempt if he returned. Mayer had angered the judge by giving yet another quote about the star's innocence to one of the daily papers, violating the gag order Gaughan imposed on both legal teams. When proceedings started, one day after the lunch break, as the jury exited the elevator on the 5th floor, a woman who appeared to be homeless and mentally disturbed shouted, "Free R. Kelly!" Jury said they hadn't heard her, but the judge ordered sheriff's deputies to put the woman in cuffs. He sent her to Cook County Jail right next door to the courthouse and set bail at $50,000. Only God can judge him. 2 older Kelly fans told reporters who asked why they prayed in front of the courthouse on some mornings. The media preferred interviewing 2 young female regulars who called themselves R. Kelly's biggest fans. Streamwood resident Geronda Johnson, who claimed to be 18, told anyone who'd listened that prosecutors don't have a case. It ain't him on that tape. Hold on, y'all. Let me do something. Y'all already know what I'm about to do. I'm about to flex real quick.
It came down to 1 bullet. Good game,
bro. She and her friend, a 23-year-old criminal justice student at Harold Washington College, shouted, "I I love you, when Kelly walked in or out of his special entrance. The star always smiled and waved. One day, a reporter asked Johnson if she'd date the singer if he asked her out. Yes, he ain't even got to finish the sentence. And if he wanted to tape her, she paused and smiled wide. Just don't let it go public. Because sometimes city editor Don Hayner and media attorney Damon Dunn urged me to stay away. I attended the trial only once. They told Abdom Palash to steer clear but he kept popping in for just a minute, despite ceding daily coverage to our colleagues Eric Herman and Stefano Esposito. My account of the trial is based on their reporting as well as Abdom's observations and interviews I conducted with the attorneys, jurors, reporters, and court personnel. Cameras, video, and audio recordings were not allowed in Cook County Criminal Court, but transcripts of the proceedings are available at the exorbitant price of $4 per page. Now, I also relied on some of those in addition to frequent reports during and after the trial by Jennifer Vineyard for MTV News, Kathy Cheney for the Chicago Defender, Kyra Cowles for Red Eye, Josh Levine for Slate, Edward McLean for Blender, Azam Ahman, KCT Atayro, and Stacey's I want to say Saint or Street, Claire for the Tribune, and Kim Jason for the Daily South Town. As you know, this is a high profile case. And if you don't know, God love you. You're probably the only person on the earth that doesn't. Judge Gahan said with considerable hyperbole at the start of jury selection at May 9, 2008, picking a jury of 12 of Kelly's peers and 4 alternates. From a pool of 150 people. Oh, goodness. Hold on. Okay, sorry. What happened? What happened, Katie? Let us know what she said. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, that's you already know. It's sent, but her be sleep. She be sleep. At first, I was reading like what? Okay. I will tell you this. I will tell you this. Let me come on camera. She did say she wanted to talk to me about this. She said because a lot of the stuff that he was saying wasn't. Hey, Aaron. I'm gonna just say that. Let's get back to it. I'm just reading, I'm just reading. Okay. Anyways, where was I? From a pool of 150 people took 4 days and proved contentious. The lawyers and the judge started by quizzing potential jurors if they knew of anyone on the witness list. One woman said she knew of Kelly's former manager and Aaliyah's uncle, Barry Hankerson. He was married to Gladys Knight, right? She remained through several more rounds of questioning before she was excused. And man, said he liked my music columns in the Sun Times and sound opinions. The radio show I co-host with Greg Cott, Greg Coat or Cott of the tribe of the tribe or trib. I want to say trib. My bad. Trib. I've been saying trib. Thereby disqualifying himself in court, though not in my heart. Asked if she knew anything negative about Kelly, a Black female postal worker said, he and Jay-Z don't get along. Lead prosecutor Shauna Beliker disqualified her because she also called Kelly a musical genius, a Pied Piper. While attorneys wrangled over the jury, the Pied Piper of R&B sat in court looking disinterested, occasionally doodling on yellow Post-it notes that he shoved into the pockets of his expensive-looking, perfectly tailored suits that this nigga don't own now, because it seemed like he kept wearing that same dusty, crusty, pinstripe blue one here today. So I guess that money ain't what it's hitting for like it was then. All right, let's continue. Reporters were awed by what seemed to be his endless closet full of these. Though, given the way most reporters dress, it doesn't take much to impress them fashion-wise. The only time Kelly reacted during jury selection came when a middle-aged white woman responded to whether she had an opinion about the singer by saying, "Yes, he's not very smart." Kelly turned to her and looked hurt. Nigga, you know you're not smart. You know that. Nigga, don't be trying to act all like you care now that you know that you dumb. Nigga, yeah, please. Anyway. 4 well-paid lawyers sat with Kelly at the defense table throughout the trial. Jensen, the self-professed dean of local defense attorneys, his office made 46-year-old Mark Martin, the rotund 72-year-old Sam Adams Sr., and his equally beefy 35-year-old son, Sam Adams Jr. At one point, the defense angrily charged the prosecution with excluding Black jurors, although they well knew federal law prohibits discrimination on race or gender. Now, Adams Sr., a white man married to a Black woman, angrily made the argument to Gahan. They've used 50% of their challenges on African Americans. Writing in Slate, Josh Levine compared the Belkos elder member of the Adam family to Uncle Fester. I like to dress like the jurors, Adams Sr. said when asked about the old burgundy sport coat he often wore at the court. Often, just so I guess that's okay. Hey, it makes sense then. R.Kelly often wore the same suit that he wore on this past trial. So maybe that's just what it is. Let's continue. Dirty booty behind. In Blender, Edward McClan compared him to a wine stain with arms. During his long career, Adams Sr. had represented almost as many mobsters as his good friend Ed Jensen and Genson, whatever. And the two had partnered to represent Republican male Reynolds in 1995 and lost. Genson had also lost another, more recent high-profile case that resonated with Abdon and me. When he defended Lord Conrad Black, the Canadian press baron who owned the Sun Times, Black was convicted of securities fraud in 2007 and eventually sentenced to 42 months in prison and a fine of $125,000. In response to the defendant's defense charge of racism during jury selection, led prosecutor Shauna Beliker pointed out that all six of the preparatory challenges by Kelly's team had removed white jurors. Judge Gaughan deemed both sides race neutral and kept jury selection moving. Now that the trial had finally started, he was not going to let anything slow it down. And he tolerated no distractions or infractions of his rules. On day one, Gaughan ordered Ginson to leave the motorized scooter he rode because of his physical disability outside the courtroom. At one point, when Adams Sr. moved a chair in front of the bench so his friend could sit while addressing the judge, Gaughan snapped, "Oh no, this ain't the ADA here." The judge demanded that Ginson stand at the lectern, like all the other attorneys, and to hell with the Americans with Disabilities Act. In the end, Kelly wound up with a jury of 8 whites and only 4 blacks, 9 men and 3 women, half middle-aged and half young adults, hailing from the, hold on, y'all. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Oh, you had already checked it? All right, sorry, y'all. That's my brother. Okay. Where I say it? Okay. Anyways, hailing from throughout Cook County and working a wide variety of jobs, the jury presented a panoply of Chicago. Jury number 69 worked as a vice president of national accounts listened to NPR, read the Wall Street Journal, and thought child porn is as low as it gets. The wife of a Baptist preacher, number 6, lived near Kelly's mansion in Olympia Fields, but said he didn't know about the case and had not heard the local scuttlebutt. Number 9, a devout Christian worked in telecommunications and knew Kelly only from I Believe I Can Fly. Asked about pornography, he said, I don't like going to 7-Eleven and seeing it, but if a person wants it, it's their right. Number 21, studied criminal justice and wanted to become a cop. Gaughan delayed the start of the trial by a day so she could take her final exam. Jury number 22 said he read the newspaper every morning, but he hated the Sun Times. Number 23 worked as a compliance officer at a downtown investment firm, sported an impeach Bush button on his book bag, and knew a victim of sexual abuse. Now, he assured the court he could be fair. No, number 32 was a teaching assistant at St. Agatha Catholic Academy in the Lawndale neighborhood, where Reverend Daniel McCormick had served before pleading guilty in 2007 to sexually abusing 5 boys ages 8 to 12. Disgusting. That case had been overseen by Kelly's chief prosecutor, Shonda Bollinger. A culinary student jury, number 40, heard about the Kelly case on TV and radio, but assured the judge he'd paid little attention. Number 44 had seen a blurred clip from the video on TV, but the man who owned a financial company said he had no opinion. Number 48, a recent graduate from the University of Kansas had been arrested for underage drinking, paying a $450 fine, and possession of marijuana, paying $350 on top of serving 5 days in jail. He thought people with money can afford their lawyers. A Romanian immigrant who retained a thick accent, number 61, believed in this country's justice system, but expressed confusion about how much the prosecutor had to prove. I'm probably not the smartest guy, he said, but I will do what is best and fair. The final juror, number 68, was a rape survivor who assured the court she could set aside her personal trauma and remain impartial. And see, people don't think that is possible. That's why when people be trying to tell me, oh, you just basing this off of your trauma, child, now this went the same, baby. You can do that. With typical chupa, whatever, Ginson asked Gohan for an extra preparatory strike when the judge asked why. Ginson said, because we've run out of them. Gohan scrawled and denied the request. The morning the trial began, both Chicago dailies quoted legal experts about the makeup of the jury. It was amazing how few people knew about it. Prominent defense attorney Terry Ilk said, skeptical of the number of jurors who claimed ignorance of a case that had been big news in Chicago for 6 years. Nothing that the jury represented a broad spectrum. Kent College of Law professor Richard Kling said it gave both sides reason to be hopeful. But he noted the defense might have reason to worry about the rape victim. Now, just before opening statements, Judge Gohan dismissed the woman who'd been raped. Not because of her history, he said, but because her boss wouldn't pay her during the trial. Now, one of the alternates, number 66, took her place. The 20-something man had interned at a radio station, then applied for a job with the Chicago Police Department. His uncle had been convicted on child porn charges, but he swore he could be fair. Solicitous of the jurors throughout the proceedings, the otherwise stern judge generally spared them his flashes of wrath, frequently asking if they'd slept well in the sequestering hotel, or if they enjoyed their state provided breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, in opening statements, did okay, in opening statements on May 20th, 2005, both sides represented their versions of what juries could see when the video was screened in court. It is Rashonda Landfair and Robert Kelly that you will see on this videotape. Assistant State's Attorney Shauna Baliker said her usually chipper trill, wavering at times. You will see the sex acts that he commanded Rashonda Landfair to perform, vile and disturbing and disgusting acts. You will see that underage child performing acts that you have never seen before. A child doesn't choose to be violated and placed on a videotape that will live on forever, long after this child becomes an adult. The case is laid out for you, frame by ugly frame, frame by disgusting frame. You don't have to put the pieces together because he already has done that for you. Which I would have to agree, because he was just, he just handed the case with these videos and stuff. Anyways, a mother of three boys in her late 40s, Boliker served as the face of the prosecution. A then junior attorney, Mary Bolin, sat taking notes or handing files to her colleagues. Another, Kim Fox, was overseeing other sex crime prosecutions, but she occasionally visited the courtroom to observe. Robert Healing Golder acted as Boliker's deputy since he gotten that first call to the state's attorney's office from Sparkle by chance. Poor Bob never wanted to be part of this case, but he got pressed into service. Now, a source told me Haley Golder laughed and confirmed that when I asked him the Kelly trial would be his first, will be his last before retiring. Now, chief of the state's attorney's sex crimes division for a decade, Baliker had made headlines a year earlier for prosecuting the Rev. Daniel McCormick, a Catholic herself. The plea bargain she struck landed the priest in jail for 5 years. That's it. Okay. Excuse me. Later, a judge designated McCormick a sexual violent person, and he will be held in a state prison for sex offenders indefinitely. In Red Eye, the free tabloid started by the Trib for young commuters, Kyra Kyles, described Baliker's radiant smile and blunt bangs, suggesting she could be played in a movie by Meg Ryan. She has one of the grimmer assignments among county prosecutors. The tribe's Casey T. Etayo wrote, Yet, she is widely regarded as one of the friendliest lawyers in the courtroom. Beliger's voice could sound incongruously cheerful, almost musical, even when discussing the most horrible sex crimes. Now, in Blender, Edward McClin um, called her a high school homecoming queen who grew up to prosecute pervs and creeps. The only part of that description with which she just disagrees is that homecoming queen evokes a party girl, while she had been a nerdy, straight A student from grammar school in her native Gary, Indiana, through DePaul University's College of Law. Robert Kelly is not on that tape, Sam Adams said. Sam Adams Jr. below at the start of the opening statements for the defense. Although he was the least experienced lawyer on Kelly's team, his father and Ginson wanted to give the kid his chance. Now, a source told me, adding that it didn't hurt that the biracial Adam Jr. was often the only lawyer of color in the courtroom. Now, displaying a shirtless photo of Kelly taken by Chicago police after they fingerprint the singer at the Marquette District headquarters in June 2002. Adam Jr. pointed to a caterpillar-shaped mole on Kelly's back, a stratagem straight out of the O.J. Simpson trial. He tried to channel one of Simpson's lawyers, Johnny Cochran. Hold on, wait a minute. Time out. Said that he tried to channel Johnny Cochran. Wait. He tried to channel one of Simpson's lawyer, Johnny Cochran. Golly. Comparing the mole in the photo to what juries would see in the video, either Robert isn't the man on that tape or he's a magician because there's no mole. I'm finna walk. Y'all do know. I gotta come on the screen real quick. Like, you get moles over time. Yeah. Like, y'all can't see, or maybe you can't. I have a little mole on my finger right here. That was not there a year ago. It wasn't even there a month ago. I swear. I was looking, I was like, what the hell? What? I was trying to get it off. I thought it was like a piece of pepper or something. I was like, oh, God. I was like, oh, that's a mole. I was up here trying to look real close to see if maybe it was like a puncture or something that I pricked myself or something. Maybe it's a blood clot. I mean, no, it's just a mole, a beauty mark, and it popped up. I know he didn't use this in court. And he won. Hope you guys are doing good. We are 4 pages away from taking a break. Y'all bear with me. That line didn't quite have the ring of, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. But reporters agreed. Adam Jr. made a game attempt. After graduating from Lake Forest Academy in the exclusive North Shore suburbs, he went to the university. I hate when he do this. If Jim ever sees this, I hate when he goes into detailing about these people. I feel like it's just a filler. Now, y'all know I'm gonna be honest. I look, Jim, bro. Let me come on this camera real quick. Bro, we don't care about how these people grew up, where they grew up from. We gonna be real, big homie. We want just to know the tea. Yeah, we don't give flying about where they studied, where they practiced law, how big their big toe is from their second toe, if they had a booger in their nose at that time, if they ate that booger, if they grew up on the south side of Chicago versus the north side and said west side. We don't care. We don't care. I hate reading this part. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'll be like, and green eyes. I'm seriously, I'm forgetting I'm reading to y'all. I was about to just walk off. I was. And I had to gather myself. I said, okay, wait a minute. I'm reading for the people because they see if I was just reading this, I'd be like, okay, I'm through. I don't got no time. Oh, it's just so mundane. God dang, white folks are nosy. No shade, but damn. Anyways, here we go. He went to the University of Wisconsin's law school in Madison, but he bragged about working from a basement office behind a battered door and a weather-beaten. You see all these details. He's weather-beaten bell box on the south side, keeping it real. His voice could be musical too, but where Beliker sounded like Karen Carpenter, Adam Jr. evoked KRS-One. Adam Jr.'s opening began a three-pronged defense in which the arguments sometimes conflicted. One, the man on the tape wasn't Kelly. But then two, it was Kelly, but the video was fake. A legend produced by a shadow conspiracy of people out to destroy the star, led by Barry Hankerson and including Sparkle. These people, idiots. And a journalist who received the tape, that is me. 3, the girl wasn't who prosecutors said she was. Rashonda Landfair is sweet and nice, a wonderful person. The woman in this tape is a prostitute. Dang, yo. Straight up call this girl a prostitute. Pay with money. I got a question for y'all. Ain't prostitution illegal? And to solicit, well, not solicit, but to obtain sex, ain't that illegal too? What do I know? Let me go back reading this book. Adam Jr. said he questioned why the 23-year-old woman wouldn't testify for the state. She's right here in the city, right here on the south side of Chicago. Now, why wouldn't they bring her in? If she's not here for you to see her, for you to hear her, there's one reason for that. It's not her on the tape. Actually, there was another reason. if the prosecution won and it turned out Rashonda had perjured herself before the grand jury or in Judge Gahan's courtroom, she could wind up behind bars too, like the girl in the uh, Republican Mel Renner's case. The prosecutors certainly did not want to do that to a young woman they'd seen violated on video. And state's attorney Dick Devine wouldn't want that either. The bad publicity from the Reynolds case had been a political nightmare for Devon's processors, Jack O'Malley. Or Maley. Adam Jr. didn't say why the defense wouldn't call Rashonda to repeat her denial to the grand jury, which 5 sources told me about. But his bombast, often covered his lapse of logic. During a public hearing 5 months earlier, Judge Gahan had ruled prosecutors could not call a renowned expert, Dr. Sharon Cooper, to testify that such denials aren't uncommon for victims of child sexual abuse. Wow. Oh, that's cold-blooded. He stopped that? Wow, this is interesting. Hearing all of this. This is very interesting. Gahan agreed with the defense. Rashonda spoke to the grand jury under oath. She presumably told the truth. The trial would not question her credibility or motives. It was a significant blow to our case, a member of prosecution team told me. Dr. Cooper, the CEO of North Carolina-based developmental and forensic pediatrics, saw the videotape and spent weeks preparing the testimony she never delivered in 2008. More than a decade later, she told me what she'd been prepared to say on the stand. Uh-oh. Thank you, Leslie. And see. Many times, children will deny because the presence of these images is so shaming. Now, the reason that victims don't acknowledge that those images are them is because of the guilt, self-blame, and shame. A second part of this is that you don't know what degree of brainwashing may have occurred for this young person by the offender. Now, very often, just like in sex trafficking victims, they are sworn to secrecy. The individual uses love and affection as the piece that makes this child or adolescent become devoted to that individual. That's cold-blooded. If Rashonda Landfair's parents were discouraging her from speaking out, that was another big problem. Dr. Cooper said the media attention would also have been daunting. Finally, as we see in sex trafficking cases where images also exist, Dr. Cooper said there is often a degree of witness tampering that occurs. Now, I suspected or was concerned that there was some degree of witness tampering that may have happened in this particular case. Now, because the witness was nowhere to be found, although she continued to follow the Kelly story. She wasn't disappointed. She never testified, primarily because Chicago has such a reputation for corruption. Shoot. And you also worry when you go into a high profile case like that. You worry about your personal safety. I can get that. In other sealed rulings in closed chambers, my sources say Gahan ruled as inadmissible any evidence or testimony that Rashonda, her mother, Valerie, and her father, Greg, worked for Kelly and were on his payroll. Wow. None of the lawyers Abner or I spoke to could understand why the prosecution would be able to follow the money from Kelly to the land fairs or offer testimony on the connection. And why the jury wouldn't be able to hear about the singer's history by silence from the victims. Greg Landfair, his big old roly-poly, and yeah, God rest the dead. But I have no respect for this man whatsoever. Who dreamed of stardom as a singer, sometimes babysat for the star. What? And sources said again, the Landfairs have never spoken. They're too busy living off their money. After opening arguments in a break for lunch, I'm sorry, y'all. I haven't eaten, so I'm trying to just snack. I'm going to eat a little something when we go on our little break. Hold on. The trial reconvened at about 1 p.m. on May 20th. Sheriff's deputies dimmed the lights and drew the blinds as the technical assistant wheeled a 6-foot projector screen worthy of a sports bar in front of the jury box. A smaller TV faced the spectators. Judge Gahan, assistant and DeFato published Terry Sullivan warned courtroom artists not to sketch what they saw. Anyone who draws a depiction of a simulation can be committing the act of child pornography, he said. And you don't want to do that. Tense with anticipation, everyone watched as the tech hit play. And nothing happened. Only after tinkering with the wires for a few minutes did the 26-minute, 39-second video begin to screen. And not for the last 6 minutes. Oh, wait. Yeah, not for the last time. Sometimes reported Eric Herman told me the video eventually would be shown in its entirety or in part more times than he could count. During the first viewing, the jurors stared intensely, some taking notes and others resting their heads on their hands. One of the male juries broke into a nervous laugh. What? Oh, nervous smile. And another bustly chewed gum. An older female juror pinched the bridge of their nose, while the Baptist minister's wife kept her hand over her mouth. In the gallery, Kelly's entourage filled most of the 2 rows, all men and all attired in seemingly expensive suits. See, that's where his suit fund went from this trial. Yeah, buying everybody and their mama suits back then. You should have kept your little ducket, because nigga, you was looking busted in the mug at this trial. Nigga, I don't know what it was. Hey. They kept their eyes downcast. Oh, really? 24 reporters covering the opening day took notes documenting the action on screen minute by minute. An older male, young woman crossed her legs. Oh, a young man spectator clenched his arms tight. His bald dome turned red. While a young woman crossed her legs, her face registered disgust. Abdom, who'd popped in, said he'd forgotten the impact of seeing the video for the first time, but it registered on everyone in court. All right. After this page, you guys, we will be taking a little, just seriously like a commercial break while I refresh or whatever. So I'm just preparing you. After this reading, we will take a small little break and we'll continue the reading from there, okay? The reporters all agreed about what Kelly wore that day: a dark pinstripe suit. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. This nigga wearing the same stuff years later? Oh, you broker than I thought. You old pissy pie piper, you. A dark pinstripe suit and a blue tie with diagonal orange stripes, but they differed wildly when describing his reaction. He was, choose one: bored, sad, appalled, concerned. Chin in hand, he tilted his braided head, looking from different angles. Occasionally, he whispered to his lawyers. The prosecution followed the video with its first witness, Detective Dan Everett of the Youth Division of Special Investigations Unit. He has since retired, but he testified that he obtained the tape in February 2002 from a Chicago Sun-Times reporter. He did not know where the reporter got it. Prosecutors Robert Helgader asked Everett if he recognized the girl on the tape, and the detective said he did, from a previous investigation. Chiseled, square-jawed, and the atome of a veteran law and order man, very much like Everett himself. Hillingoder had neglected to tell the detective that the judge ruled witnesses for the state could not mention the years-long police investigation into Kelly's allegedly predatory behavior. Judge Gohan sent the jury out of the room, then erupted. If you do it again, I certainly am going to grant a mistrial, he roared at Everett. rocking so hard in his chair it seemed as if he might fall out of it. It's an egregious mistake. When the jury returned a crimson face, Everett said he'd been mistaken and criticized in an interview as an investigation. The significance of what happened with Everett struck every journalist in the courtroom. In Slate, Josh Levine wrote that the facts of this particular case don't come close to speaking to the nature and magnitude of Kelly's alleged crimes. On the basis of today's proceeding, Judge Vincent Gahan seems to have ruled that none of them is fair game. The rest of the case going allowed prosecutors to present unfolded over 6 more days, though the proceedings stalled several times for scruples out of the presence of the jury. Whether other witnesses had been ruled out by Gohan or Baliker's team didn't want to bore the jury with a repetitious testimony. The 15 called by the state represented a fraction of the 50 we heard testify before the grand jury. The state called 14 people after Detective Everett, including a woman who said he'd engaged in videotape threesomes with Kelly and Rashonda. Oh, okay. Including a woman who said she'd engaged in videotape threesomes with Kelly and Rashonda, 4 of Rashonda's relatives, 6 of her friends, and their parents. Wow. Her high school. Oh, we're going to stop right there. Wow. Mm, 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 mm. Yikes. Okay. Now let me grab me something to drink so I can read a little bit more. I may not finish it tonight. It may be split because I actually have to take care of something tonight. Since I've been ripping and running today, I may end it here soon. Yeah, we'll stop right there. I'm gonna continue. If I don't, let me see what's tomorrow. If I don't do, let me do this. Let me come back on the screen. If I don't do Where Were the Parents tomorrow, I'll come back and I'll finish this reading. I just don't want this to be yeah, I don't want this to be long and drawn out, and plus like I said, I have to get to some things. So let's just wrap it right here. Katie, if you can note this, my love book. We stopped on, hold on, let me get it pulled up because we're stopping sooner and I didn't write that down. I'm gonna have to change all of my titles. We're stopping on page 179. We'll continue on page 180. Okay, if you could put that in the chat for me, Katie. And we'll just stop right here. And I want to get in the chat and see what you guys are seeing. And if you guys have anything to say, we're gonna wrap it because I gotta take care of some things on tonight. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hey Isha, if you're here with your pretty self, happy holidays. And I say hey to Aaron. Okay, hold on. Let me go all the way back. Okay. Sabrina says they knew how to pick them. Laugh out loud. One juror admitted his decision was based on what the girls were wearing. Wow. Oh, Leslie, you're so beautiful. You're so pretty. Quana said it was his lucky suits. Quana says, I think Kay left. Continue at 180. Okay, thank you, Quana. That's fine. I just need my ones that I got connected to outside of the channel. So Quana, yeah, we be DMing. So if you can please keep that. We stopped on page, yeah. We continue on page 180. Yeah. And we're still in the chapter 10. So please. Let me see what Travis had to say. Because yeah, I'm a rapper. I have to go. I have to do something, y'all. I gotta get prepared for some stuff for y'all. This case was doomed from the start. It was, I mean, actually, technically, because he won, this is the case that he won. So this trial was set up for him from the start. So you have a judge. And y'all, let me tell y'all about these gummies. Oh my God. Get you some. I swear you're gonna thank me later. Y'all, if I don't control myself, I can go through a whole box of these in like 2 days. Probably even a whole day if I get them early in the morning. Like, seriously, that's why I was telling y'all I haven't eaten. I went right into it, which I'm good. I'm good or whatever. This book is just dry eyes. For real. I'm waiting on Geronda. She's supposed to be sending me her book. This man be talking all big and stuff, osmostasis and the empathy of a demoscopy, and talking about how she grew up Jenny on the block, and she grew up in 1974. And when she went to elementary, she went to junior high. From junior high, she went to high school. From high school, she went to college. And from college, she had 3.2 children. And it's like, God dang, like this is dry eyes. Like, I'm just like, bruh. Come on now. Like, I'm just saying. So I be trying to read excitingly because I'm just like, child, it's boring. It's boring. But anyways, y'all, as we're wrapping up, because it doesn't like you guys have any questions, concerns, and or comments, I'm gonna go ahead and again shouts out to the R.Kelly case open discussion group where I obtained this whole book in its entirety. Anything pertaining to the case, the trial, you pretty much can get out of this group. I absolutely adore this group, and it's located on Facebook, so you have to check them out. Okay, you have to check them out. And shouts out to my Wit Squad research team. I have not been bringing you guys Where Were the Parents. I'm really thinking about bringing it this tomorrow, for you guys, because I haven't been. But like I said, it can be very heavy reporting on that particular content over and over and over. And so y'all know me. I have to guard my psyche, and it's not like, I don't mind reporting and talking about stuff that's sad or whatever. But to hear it over and over and over, it can just be a lot. So what I'm trying to do also is, hold on, y'all. Hey, Sissy Pooh, I'm actually about to wrap up this live. Okay, I love you. I'm going to call you right back. I'm literally wrapping it up right now. Oh, okay. And so, sorry, y'all, that's my sister. Okay, yeah. So, crap, where was I at? Yeah. So what I'm going to probably start doing now, I'm going to still present Where Were the Parents, but I'm going to pre-record it. And then I'm going to be like in the chat with y'all. because I want to do it kind of like a documentary style. Because I like how I'm engaging with you guys, but y'all know I like to be on my stuff and I like to have it a different flow with it or whatever. And so, excuse me, that particular topic is cool, but I wouldn't, and one, don't like to rush with a topic like that. You know what I'm saying? So I am going to probably do that probably twice a month for you guys, major stories that you guys want to privy to and actually break it down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing that. So y'all start looking out for that. But shouts out to my Wit Squad because I'm actually the next stories that you hear is going to be from the research that they did. So and they're just waiting in the wings, like you know. So I really, really genuinely appreciate them so very much. So shouts out to the Wit Squad. But also Thursday is our straight talk with Whitney D. I'm super, super excited about that. Please stay tuned for that. But not for nothing, you guys, we are about to draw the names for Secret Santa. Today is tomorrow is actually the last day to register. Okay, let me let you hear a little more information about that, and if you guys are interested, you will be able to find the link in the description box. Check this out. What up, everybody? Whitney D here of Whitney D TV, and we are finally here to celebrate a milestone of 5K. I'm super, super excited to say the least. And I couldn't be more honored to celebrate this with the Witness Gang. We can't just celebrate. We have to turn up and we have to do it in a creative way because your girl is creative, okay? So not for nothing, December 17th, here on Whitney D TV, we will have a celebration, okay? But with that celebration comes the Witness Secret Santa. I am bringing you guys by way of Elster.com the Witness Secret Santa. I am so excited to be able to do a virtual Secret Santa with you guys. Okay, now it's very easy. Okay, here are the steps. All right, first and foremost, you're going to want to click the link that's in the description box. Okay, to sign up, and you will be directed to Elster.com where you'll be able to sign up, and they'll obtain all your information, and it will be anonymous to your Secret Santa. Okay, and vice versa. Okay, now for nothing from there, you will send off your gift or the list that they curate for you guys by way of getting the information for your Secret Santa. You can just grab from there and they'll do everything for you. It's just that simple. I'm so excited to do this secret witness, okay? Not for nothing, once you ship everything off, do not open it. Don't open anything that you receive until December 17th, okay? Now, the deadline is November 30th. Yes, you have to the end of the month, sign up for the secret witness, okay? I'm excited to see you guys, and stay tuned because December 17th, I have some awesome secrets and goodies that we are going to embark on together in celebration of my 5K. Okay? Thank you guys so very much. I'm Whitney D, and I'm excited to see what Secret Santa gets me. Bye, you guys. All right, we're back. So yes, you guys, December 17th, save the date. We will be here having a blast. I'm going to probably open up the area. I'm probably going to have some of my friends over here, like real live and in person, because it's going to be on a Friday. I'll probably have people come over that I know, or even have them on here. We're going to have fun. I really, really want to have fun. We're just going to talk, shoot the ish. I want to do a giveaway. We're gonna have fun, and I mean a giveaway. That's why I say I have to work on some stuff. That's why I'm wrapping this up a little early. I want to give away, and when I give away, y'all know I like to do stuff big. It ain't just no, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I want to do a major giveaway for you guys. With 'tis the freaking season, it's the holiday. I personally want to be able to give a family groceries. You know what I'm saying? So all that'll be more details as it gets closer. But save the date for December 17th. That is when we're actually going to celebrate, and we're going to do the Secret Santa. As you guys heard the information, the deadline is tomorrow. After tomorrow, that's it. Because tomorrow night we will be drawing names. And we will be picking who's gonna be our secret witness. Okay, but we come back here on December 17th and we present our gifts, and then we try to figure out who our secret Santas are. I am actually participating, so yes, you do have opportunity of getting me your secret Santa and vice versa. So good luck to you guys. But not for nothing, I'm super excited. A milestone, you guys, a freaking 5K. And the funny thing is, y'all, we are well on our way to 6K. We're sitting at 5,745 subscribers. Give yourself a round of applause, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be sitting nowhere. We are 255 away. 255 away from being at 6K. So I really appreciate you. Hey, Shawty. I really appreciate you guys so very much for your love and your dedication to Whitney DTV. I could be gone, like, prime example, before I everything happened in the summer that I share with you guys quite often. I was gone for over a month. And it was draining and devastating, and the things that I was going through. And I came back and y'all greeted me like I never left. I love y'all so very much. And I know I haven't been as consistent as I should be, as I was with the whole R.Kelly situation. It's just a lot of things have been changing in my life. For the good. Don't get me wrong, for the good. I got a lot of projects that I want to present to you guys, and I'm a Gemini. So I'll start a project here, start a hot project here, this, there. And I'm all over the place. And then I have to buckle down and garter myself to get these projects done. So that's what I'm doing. I still do graphics for people. So I got my little side hustle, you know what I'm saying? So I just have to focus. So if I'm not here, y'all, I'm with you guys in spirit. I'm nothing but a DM away. If you guys are ever concerned what's going on, if y'all don't see me, or if I'm counseling shows, know that I'm telling you, next year I'm gonna be consistent, and I'm not gonna be as live as I have been, though. I will tell you guys that a lot more stuff is gonna be pre-recorded, so I can stay consistent. Next year is a major year for me. I'll just say that. Okay. Have a lot of stuff that I'm finna manifest and bring to you guys. And so I'm not going to be as live and as accessible as I have been here recently. And it is even going to be, juck and jive when it comes to the whole R.Kelly situation. I'll be bringing you guys updates for sure. But, yeah, so I just want to give you guys a warning. Hopefully you guys will stay around. If not, I totally understand. But I love y'all so very much. And I'm see you guys here soon. Not for nothing, again, if you guys want to send me anything pertaining to gifts, donations, whatever have you, have a P.O. box. Check your girl out, okay? And you can send any and everything. I will check it, because I will get a notification on my phone. So if I gotta check it daily, I will. But they will send me a notification. You can send me whatever you want to, okay? And I will get it. All right. And that's pretty much it. Thank y'all so very much for showing your girls some love and support. Until next time. Well, until tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye. What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. And I mean that. Don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness Gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now, I am here to let you guys know we are now accepting members. Let me stop stunning. We've been accepting members, but I'm here to tell you more information about the memberships, okay? It's just better here. Why not become a member and support your girl on a month-to-month basis, okay? Now, we have 4 different tiers that you can choose from. They'll probably be somewhere over here, okay? Not for nothing, we have Out of the Bushes for $1.99 a month, okay? And then you can become a Witness member. $3.99 a month. You can't beat that, okay? Now, if you want to take it up a notch and become a Witness gang member, just $9.99 a month, okay? Now, I see you. You want to go even further. That's great, okay? Become a Witness Nation member at $19.99. Okay, now all these proceeds go back into the channel, okay? I pride myself on doing due diligence to give you guys best quality product and content, okay? So if you love what you see here on Whitney DTV and you want want to keep it going, make sure you become a member like right now. Like today, like go do it now, okay? Comes with a lot of different perks like members only chats and member only videos and getting updates and exclusive information before anybody does, okay? So what are you waiting for? Go become a member like now. Like right now. Duh. Bye.
Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high.
Nope. This ain't it. You are tuned into a realistic, unprofessional perspective reading of this book. So that means stumbles, fumbles, and sometimes an occasional mispronunciation of words. So if you are looking for the audible of this book, go buy it yourself. Or feel free to mute me and read on your own. Otherwise, sit back and be grateful. You are tuned into a live reading with Whitney D.